Thank you. Any other question? Okay, Edith.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, we know that you are influencers, especially your age. And how do you take care of you know your image and how you influence your viewers, especially your generation? Are you picky with your roles, making sure that you are in the right track, showing what is the right thing to do?
Of course, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in terms of like the projects we do. It's not just like, okay, we'll do this. Of course, we really do go through it. We make sure that for the most part, we believe in the story and we'd love to portray the characters. And another thing, as actors, we're able to grow and we're able to, do stuff we haven't done before. So yeah, there are a lot of things that are taken into account. And in terms of being an influence, we really love to share stories that can change people's lives, inspire them, motivate them, just remind them of how great life can be. And if a story has that in them, then we'd love to do that. So yeah, we love our roles to do just that. And we also talk about it. We talk about like, maybe we can do this better, or let's not do this. It won't really fit our personality as well, or if we're not comfortable in doing certain things, we also talk about that. So there's a lot of communication involved. But I agree with you. It's something that has to be thought of, like how the audience will receive it too. Yeah.
Do you have already like plans in the future as far as your career is concerned? Like more movies, shows after this?
I think all our focus is here first in this movie. Of course, we do have stuff to do after it, but we're just so focused on making sure that people enjoy it and that it's received not just in the Philippines but internationally, like here. Yeah.
Well, I just want to wish you first congratulations and wish you and bless you for this, your shows and movies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, okay, Angel.
So, speaking of love, what do you love about each other?
Wow, so what do we love about each other? I love your outfit. It's nice. We didn't talk about it, but we both came out with this and like a sweater this morning in the lobby. We saw each other, we were like, wow, we're matching. And it usually happens in a lot of events. We're like matching, so yeah. The biggest thing I would say is that, number one, even if Belle has been in the industry even longer than I have, she's been here for what, 11 years, you still feel that she's very grounded and that she's still very, very eager to grow and learn, and she doesn't make it seem like she's got it all figured out in a good way. Because sometimes if you have that parang okay na ako, ang dami ko nang nagawa, napatunayan ko na sa lahat, sometimes that could be a step back because, okay, so what's left to prove to yourself, to others, to like, to learn, to grow, So I feel that she's always trying to become a better version of herself. Not just in acting, but like in life in general, and that's something very cool. Something that inspires me. Just how strong she is and how she never gives up. And I think that's also reflected in her craft and her family as well, just how much she loves her family. But there's a lot of things. That probably is the most evident right now for me. Yeah.
As for me, he's a man of integrity. He's very trustworthy. he's also very generous. And yeah, those are just some stuff that I really do appreciate about him. And he's a great partner, but other than being a great partner, he's a great best friend. Yeah.
Good answer. Mr. Oliver, great answers, great questions.
After pandemic, I know that Made in Malacanang, it's a big hit. Now, a couple of movies, hindi lahat ganun ang response ng mga tao. So, are there any pressure from your end about this movie being shown in the Philippines and also here? Anong pressure? Meron bang pressure? Meron ba kayong nafe-feel? Anong nafe-feel nyo?
Wow, thank you for that question, Sir Oliver. Siyempre, to be honest, di mawawala yun, di ba? Karga namin yun kasi siyempre, like we said a while ago, hindi kami sure kung anong mangyayari sa cinemas because, like I said, it's been a while since Star Cinema released a movie that will be out only in the theaters and not very different from our previous movie, which was online. So yes, the pressure is there. But right now, I think our focus really is to just trust the process and go through what needs to be done. We really work very hard to make this movie what it is now. But not just us. What you see here is just like the front, who show up at the camera and who says hi to you guys, like in the media or in the press to go on tour. But there's literally a whole village and a whole team with the promo people, the cast, our producers, all the way to like our stylists, like everyone who did the production, like the art department, who really made us feel like this is something we all worked hard for and something that we're very proud of. So I think there's also that level of trust in the rec and the management that we have something good to offer. And we really hope this can touch the Filipinos' heart. But not just the Filipinos, but also everyone abroad. Everyone abroad. And we also hope that this movie has the power to change this mic. But yeah, to answer your question, it is there, but we are still very grateful to be in this position. And more importantly, we are proud that we are able to release Filipino movies, you know, made by Filipinos and loved by not just Filipinos. So that's the biggest blessing, really. It's just giving back to our Filipino film industry. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. Of course, there's pressure, but right as of this moment, what I do feel right now is I'm very excited because in 2 weeks in the Philippines we're actually going to be showing. Yeah. So I'm very excited kung ano yung mga feedback nila, and honestly, I'm just very excited for the movie to touch Filipinos' lives as well, and just from us people to learn from the movie.
So if I'm not only a fan of your love team, what would be the takeaway from this film after watching it?
To be honest, that's something we discussed even before filming. That we're making a movie, of course, that will cater to our supporters, but more importantly, we're making a movie that will be able to touch not just our supporters' lives, but everyone who watches it, every age, no matter where you're from, every background. Like, it's something that we really feel iba yung magiging atake sa'yo, like when you watch it. There's gonna be, everyone will have their own view of things. And just hearing the feedback, like when we have our bosses text us na, hey, this is something different. And we really feel like audiences from all levels will love it. That's something very touching and very motivating to just, you know, do our best all the way till the premiere night. So yeah, everyone can expect just that feeling we all missed from rom-com star cinema, and also just told in a different way through different characters, through this generation. And like we said a while ago, to be very excited about how this movie will be shown visually, and through the eyes of an up-and-coming young director, Direct Peterson Vargas. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's me again, sorry. So I'm being told by your fans that I'm on Instagram Live right now. What time is it? 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Ooh. And there's like almost 300 people on here. So they're telling me that it's your anniversary today. Happy 3rd year anniversary.
Yeah!
So this is extra
Yeah,
special.
this does mark 3 years since our partnership. That's
Anniversary, guys. Well, my question is, since you guys are really the hottest names right now, what do you think is the it factor that DonBelle has?
Yeah, I know. yeah, we're always asked this question. I don't know. Honestly, we're just being ourselves. We're just being genuine with what we show and what we truly are. Really, that's how. Hello, hello, huh? Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear me? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We're just really us right now.
Yeah, I think it's something we don't really think about, like, oh my gosh, what makes this work? Because when we're working and when we're like doing our projects and stuff, or like meeting our supporters, we're just being ourselves. So maybe that's it. It's just not really thinking so much about what other people have to say about what we have to do here, how we have to project here. It's just working hard, learning together, growing together, making mistakes and getting back up from them, learning from those who have gone before us, having a close group that we're able to ask advice from and support from, and those people who can like lead us towards like the right direction. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It takes a village, like they say. So we're just going with the flow with ourselves and just being ourselves. And we're grateful for all the support, and it's very humbling, for sure.
Thank you. I think it's 3:30 in the morning.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone.
Good night and good morning.
Happy anniversary, DonBelle. We love you guys.
Happy anniversary, DonBelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikki. And last 2 questions. Abby has a question.
Well, no, I'm not actually part of the press, but I do just want to share my experience with DonBelle when we were in Star Magic. We actually were able to encounter non-Filipino fans. So there was one who was, I think she was from Ghana, and then one is Thai, and then another one, not Filipino, but also Asian. And then they said they watched your movie, Love is Colorblind, and Netflix, and then they Googled for these people, looked you up on Instagram, then saw that you were promoting the Star Magic show, Googled Star Magic show in New York, and then went all the way there. So it's kind of a 360 experience for them, from discovery to following, lurking on their Instagram, their personal profiles, all the way to experiencing them live on Star Magic. Now my question is, how does it feel to be a real representation of Filipino talent, the amazing talent that we have, and you are actually the gateway to non-Filipinos to discover more of the amazing talent that we have?
Thank you, Abby.
Well, first of all, I am very proud to be a Filipino, really, and I'm so glad that we are actually given this platform to just share our talents and just how amazing Filipino talents are. And yeah, not just me, but I'm actually surrounded with, like you guys, I'm surrounded with such amazing Filipinos, such talented Filipinos, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's always weird in a good way when someone tells you they support you, but they don't speak, or they're not Filipino. It's really cool. It's a weird cool because it doesn't feel real. Parang it's so surreal. It's so surreal that we're able to reach not just Filipinos with our stories that we tell. And I think that's one of the best things of being able to do what we do is that we're able to touch many different lives. And like you said, just share the stories of us Filipinos and share what we go through with like our families. This is a rom-com, so like so many different things, our dreams, our aspirations, and that we're able to represent Filipinos in a global aspect. It's always a blessing. Yeah.
Great. Okay, my question. So before I came here, I started reading more about the phenomenon of love teams. Okay, so it seems like in the history of Philippine cinema, a love team is, at least in the history of Philippine cinema, a love team is a heterosexual pairing, meaning an actor and an actress, of which the foundation is kilig. You know, kilig is something we can't define, but we know it when we see it and we feel it. And uniquely, kilig is actually, it sells more than sex in the Philippines. Why do you think that's so? Why is it that people are more, at least Filipinos, gravitate more to something as wholesome as the kilig love teams rather than in the US and in Europe, sometimes it gets really dark. You know, I mean, like a film of Timothy Chalamet is coming out, it's all about them being cannibals. And it's really dark. So I'm asking, why is it among Filipinos, they're still looking for that innocent kilig?
Well, I guess what is it about Filipinos is that for the most part we're very happy and bubbly and positive, right? A lot of people say like Filipinos, iba yung saya nila. So I guess the saya na nakukuha nila sa kilig, being able to share that with, you know, especially when you're with your family, you're watching with a lot of people, you're all going through the emotions together. Even we felt that when we were watching Eat Into Her or like even other movies together with our friends and families. It's different when you watch a Filipino film na ganun, tapos yung mga sigawan lahat, yung ganun. I think very Pinoy yun. And it's something, I don't know why, when it started, how it started. But
I think it's because it's such a known feeling as well.
Yeah.
It, honestly, not just the young ones, but also the ones, everyone feels kilig. Diba? So everyone can actually relate.
Yeah, there is no age in kilig.
Yeah,
that's the magic, that's the secret. It touches every audience, just like love. There is no age in which you can't feel love. So yeah, just being able to share that with everyone in the room and go through those emotions, it's always a good feeling, especially when you're able to take a breather from everything right now, which is why I think this movie is very timely, because it will give you that kilig, yes, given na yun, pero much more than that, just the values it would instill, and like the lessons learned from, okay, what happens if it does get inconvenient? What do we do from there? Do we choose to forget about our dreams, forget about our loved ones, our family, just for the sake of this, or are we gonna fight for it? And a lot of people, I think, actually are in this position right now. They're torn back between like, okay, I love doing this, this is my dream, this is the job I want, but I love staying here as well, this is my comfort zone, am I willing to take that risk? So yes, the kilig will always be there, but there's so much more to it, yeah.
Thank you very much, thank you. And before you invite the fans, there is somebody who's gonna, Mark's gonna ask a question. Mark, there you go.